So, some of the most important things you could ever do is when you're watching other people's YouTube videos is look at the comments. Usually the comments you can get intel, you can connect the dots because you're getting several people's perspectives and several people's reality. All right, you'll get some of the most intelligent people write comments. So I always read all my comments. So this guy says, George Hart says, XRP had paperwork summary judgment filed last night, the 17th. So XRP is huge. If there was no such thing as Iraqi dinar, XRP is the other thing that I am behind the scenes crazy about. All right? That's my other conspiracy of being the chosen one. Ripple. So if that was a start and that happens, I guess that would be a good 17 for what happened. That I've already saw another 179 where they did the story, even though the score ended 9-17, they turned it around and said Miami got beat 19-7, or sorry, 7-19, just to make it look like a 179 or 17-9. My bad. They already turned the score around to make it look like a 179. All right, so yoga and meditation says eyes on 9/17 on the Julian calendar plus 13 days equals 9/30. That's kind of crazy because 9/30 is when the Vatican said they wanted their money back to all assets back to the Vatican. So all shit's gonna hit the fan. I could tell you by October 1st. It's going to be crazy. I think our whole world's going to turn upside down. We're going to remember this month. You're going to be listening to that song, Wake Me Up When September Ends. But I will say, though, I coded 9/17, and when I picked the actual September 17th date, that's where I actually got 21 years and 6 days from 9/11, the actual event. And it ended up being 216 days from their ritualistic Super Bowl 56. And 3/22 to 9/17, March 22nd, which is Skull and Bones Day, was 179 days to 9/17. So even if it ended up being 9/30, for me, it wasn't the 9/17 because I made all those connections. Everybody's birthday was all based off that exact day. I'd have to redo every video if it ends up being another day, which I'll end up doing if something does come out, I'll end up finding out what that was. So Gretchen Aberg says, Queen's Hertz plate says WP4597, witness protection. 45 is Trump. 97, 22nd prime, is the year Diana died. Hey, there we go. 9/17 was the finish line. Major events take place. So I do have the beast system is over. And I don't think anybody said anything about the beast system being over. I called it being over the day before Brittany Griner went to jail on 2/16, Obama's birthday, 216th day of the year. I called it on Brady's birthday. And ever since then, 8/3, you've seen chaos go down. Beast Mode went to jail. Brittany Griner got 9 years, 6 months, exactly 6 months and 9 years to the Super Bowl. 6 months and 9 days to the Super Bowl. Then, and that's when, right around that time, Bill Russell had died at 88. And then now we got the Queen dying at 96, and I think the 96 number is 9669 is going to be huge in everything now, I believe. All right, let's see here. So I saw this. So Mauricio says, Ali Khamenei, Supreme Leader of the Islamic Republic of Iran, dies at 83. And there's that 83 number again, 23rd prime. Next year, 2023. But that's a pretty big number there. Just like 73 was a big number and Tom Brady went 7-3 in Super Bowls, there's a big 83 that ritual that's going to be going down at number 23. Rod Grande said he's been seeing Gematria videos on 9/19/2023. So DJ Listen Dat says XRP seems to be starting a small rise on 9/17. Let's see how it goes. If nothing huge happened, maybe something that we can't see for now has happened. People have been calling out dates for big events for years and still no one succeeded. Maybe Nostradamus is just a psyop to make people believe they can predict things in this matrix. But I've proved that I've predicted stuff that there's no way I should know, and have done it over and over. There's no way that I could get lucky on some of the stuff that I predicted. Hey, so here's a dumb dog that said, so another guru, wrong again, let me guess. Is it for next year? Take care. Somebody said, bye, Felicia. Rod Grande. Yeah, I'm wrong. I admit I'm being wrong. Somebody else also told me that I should apologize to Frank26. I got on one of his videos that somebody sent me a link to, and he was calling out 9/17. Right? There's nothing worse than somebody that tries to take somebody else's information and doesn't recognize where they got the information from. Right? There's no reason for me to apologize. I got the date wrong. All right? What would I be apologizing for? Hey, I'm sorry that you took my date and that I was wrong. What if I was right? He's not going to recognize that I actually got the date right, will he? But so I admire like Currency 365. He has put some of my videos on his platform, which is awesome. And anytime he actually mentions 9/17, he actually calls out Detroit Aaron. Hey, September 17th's coming. But he actually looks into his own stuff. He uses his own discernment. You probably watched a few of the videos, saw that, there's something there. He's probably one of the only ones that I've seen that's actually like a guru or is in the know or knows anything, that actually spends time, uses his brain, figures out for himself what is right and wrong, and then, decides what he's going to do with it. But he has always given recognition where he gets the information from, which is called integrity. And that's what it's all about. Doing what's right when no one is looking. That's what they try to instill in you in the army as well. But as far as gurus, I'm going to say there's really only one guru out there. One. Everybody else knows nothing. Not one person knows anything. I've watched everybody. I don't even watch them anymore because nobody knows anything. Pimpy doesn't know anything. Nader from the Middle East doesn't know anything. Frank26 doesn't know anything. The Dinar Ninja, they basically sum up what everybody else says in their opinions, and they sum up the news. Who else is there out there? You get the Dinar Preacher, who I just recently viewed, and he has integrity because he actually has seen my stuff, has called me out, recognized me. He does a lot of stuff with just his dreams and what he's gotten from God, and he just throws it all out there. No matter what it is, he'll put everything he thinks right out there on the internet while he's in the middle of work. He'll be painting a house and then telling you about his dreams. I think he's on Terra Luna and maybe Shiba Inu, and he relates everything spiritual. So if you think about Shiba Inu, like inside of you, something with Terra Luna, but he's on the Iraq Dinar as well. But the one guru that's out there that I like, who I think has real, actual, no conspiracy, really good intel, is Breitling Dinar. Very, very intelligent. I would say anytime he puts out a video, watch it 5 times. That guy is in the know. He knows what's going on. And he would probably laugh if he saw any one of my videos. But I'm going to say, just from what he knows about how the world works, Breitling Dinar is the man. He is the one and only real guru on this. He's the only one. Oh, there's another guy out there. You got Jeff, the Dinar investor. He's just an arrogant dick. I'm going to say, if there was such thing as a narcissist guru, that's what he is. He would have been one of those guys. If he's heard my date, he would end up acting like it's his date. Then you got a wild man. You got wild man Benny, the divine intel. He's a wild man. I think his brain, the way his brain works, is really smart. But yeah, nothing's really came to fruition, anything he said. I used to listen to him a long time ago. I quit listening to him. But Breitling Dinar, he's the only one I would ever actually listen to if you ever want real intel on the Iraq dinar that is rational, no opinions. It's basically all factual in the way the world works. He does it straight based off of what the news. He does follow patterns. And he actually predicted that the price of oil was going to go down before it did. And when it did. And before COVID hit. And everybody blamed it on COVID. But he already knew what was going to happen before it happened. So if you want to know the spiritual side of things, sometimes I put out gematria and patterns and numbers. So there's someone out there with a channel called We Seek, We Find, and he takes those numbers and breaks them down and gives you meaning behind it and backs it by a Bible verse. And I actually have learned a lot from looking at his stuff and getting the meaning behind some of my numbers. And when you know the meaning, it helps you connect the dots with other stuff. Okay? So here's an example of a really good comment where it says the same. You know, I did that one of my videos here with Cam Newton. They're showing there number 1 when we were one day away. It said the same Messiah, the one blasphemy. Chuck, Spindle, Cam, Messiah is eternal. Rolling, car roll, Carolina. That's where he had played. Isaiah 22:22. I will place the key of David's house on his shoulder. Tattoo. They asked him in that video if he had any tattoos, and he said, let's keep it that way. He didn't have any. No one will shut what he opens. No one will open what he shuts. No tattoo, keep it that way. Blasphemy of keeping Messiah from using the keys. So, when he sees sports or basically anything, it's the world and Satan basically trying to blaspheme and mock God and actually use spells and spelling, and that's what it is with the words of everybody, the main characters that are running the show here. They play around with the spelling, which is actually magic and casting spells, trying to block what Christ is trying to do. So in everything that we see, there's blasphemy. So watch his videos and you'll understand what I'm talking about. But let me go to his page so you can know what I'm talking about. So right here, We Seek, We Find. This is his channel. And he basically, he has a lot of really short videos where he does the same thing that I do on a lot of stuff. He'll see numbers. He'll see gematria. He uses gematria as well. But he does everything to show the blasphemy and mockery of Christ. So he's still trying to connect the dots as well, just like all of us. But everybody working together, putting the pieces of the puzzle together is going to make it much easier. Have a good one.